Yo guys, before we get started, we are currently on the grind to 80,000 subscribers, so please make sure to hit that sub button right now and you'll have good pack luck forever. Comment witness 80k. Yo, what's going on guys? Witness 2K back, doing something very different today. We are going to be ranking all of the Invincible cards in NBA 2K21 MyTeam. Now there's over 60 Invincible cards. I have included the GOAT cards in these as well. But comment down below if you enjoy videos like this. Let me know, I can definitely rank some more. I know some other creators have done videos like this and I thought, why not? Because it's endgame, it's getting kind of tricky to make content. Why not try something different and see if you guys are messing with it? So we're gonna go ahead. I have all 5 tiers right here. Best, amazing, good, great, mid, and trash. So trash is obviously just trash. Cards that are mid are they're just decent. Like, it's not as though because they're invincible they're amazing, you know, they're just as good as that. There's some Dark Matters better than them, even Galaxy Opals. And best are cards that you pretty much cannot replace. There's not 2 of them. There's only 1 card like this. There's a lot of cards in here that there's 2 cards that are pretty much the exact same, just different names, if that makes sense. And then we have amazing, so just above average. Overall, a really good card, but you can replace them, if that makes sense, you know. Then we have good, great, which is just pretty much the properly rated ones. They're not overly amazing and they're definitely not trash. They're just a great invincible card. So we're gonna go through and rank all of these cards. Now there's 60 plus total. I've been lucky enough to use, for the best of my knowledge, every single one of these besides I think Hakeem. Honestly, I have not used Hakeem. That's a very rare card, but we're still going to go ahead and give it our best shot. Comment down below if you think, who do you think should be in the best tier? You know, if you think I make any mistakes or if I wrongly rate someone, definitely comment down below and kindly let me know. We are going to start off with the GOAT cards right here. Now, GOAT cards themselves are irreplaceable. Like, no card has 99 everything, has every single Hall of Fame badge. So starting it off with Kareem, he has to make it to the best. I mean, that's obvious. It's that's the thing with this, with 2K, is when you give a big man the speed and the shooting stats and the dribbling of a guard, they're so hard to defend and everything like that. But you can't give a small point guard, you know, good rebounding and blocking stats and be as good as a big man. That's why you cannot really replace the big man. So for the GOAT, Kareem, he's got to be in the best. Next up we have LeBron. He's going straight to the best as well. The fact that he's 6'10" or 6'9" and can play the point guard position and has an amazing jump shot, he just has to go there. He just has to. I don't want to talk too much on the GOAT cards because they're all pretty much going to go here. Same with, I'm going to do MJ and Kobe at the same time. They're both 6'6", 99 everything, Hall of Fame badges, all of them. And they can both play point guard, so they both deserve to be in the best tier. Now we have Magic Johnson right here. I'm not going to put him in the best tier. Honestly, I'm going to put him in amazing because there are invincible cards that are better than this Magic Johnson. And just take a look at the auction house. There's a reason that this Magic Johnson is a buy it now. So that is the GOAT cards rated. That is my opinion. Some might argue that Magic deserves to be up here, but for this video I'm putting him there. That's just how I feel. There's a lot. I mean, yes, he has the stats and the badges, but there are a lot of point guards like Magic Johnson. Next up, we have Anthony Davis, the invincible card. This card's actually very good. I'm going to rank him at great good. So just a very properly rated card. He's a great power forward. I actually really like this card, but is he above average in that certain aspect? I don't think so. Next up, we have Allen Iverson. I'm putting him in trash. Now, Allen Iverson is gonna go down. He's already has gone down as a Hall of Famer. He's an MVP, arguably one of the best players ever that has never won a championship. But when it comes to 2K, when you're 6 foot, it is so hard to use a card like that. So I gotta put that there. And matter of fact, while we're going, these cards that are 6 foot, you know, 6 foot and under, and just so hard to use. Who else we got? Stockton. I just may as well get them out of the way. You know they're going to end up there. They are all trash. I don't use any of them. I don't want to mess with any of them. And I'm sure majority of you can agree, those 6 foot and under players, they're just so hard to use. So I gotta put them all as trash. There's a lot of Dark Matters and even some Galaxy Opals I would prefer over these Invincibles. But moving on, we have Ben Simmons right here. I'm gonna put Ben Simmons on the amazing tier because he can play point guard. He can play point guard. He's just at that same level as GOAT Magic Johnson, in my opinion. Really good Invincible card. The best, I wouldn't say he's quite there, but for a point guard, he wouldn't be far from it. Next up, we have Bill Russell. Now, Bill Russell is such a good card. He was definitely ahead of his time when he first came out, but I'm going to put him as properly rated considering it is endgame and there's so many more cards. I'm going to put him as properly rated. Larry Bird, I think Larry Bird is going to be our first mid card. I think his jump shot's really good, but being a small forward that can shoot, it's nothing different. You know, he doesn't break away from the other small forwards or power forwards, so I gotta put him there. Blake Griffin, I think we gotta go to the same. This Blake Griffin, even though he has that point guard position, he does not deserve to be higher than that mid tier. He's such a hard card to use, in my opinion. Like, I've got this card, I've used him so much. Just doesn't deserve to be any higher than mid, in my opinion. Next up, we got Bol, and Bol's going straight to the top. When you have animations like that, like I said about Kareem, when you are that tall but play like a guard, it's just impossible to defend. Chris Bosh, I love Chris Bosh's jump shot, but I find him a little bit inconsistent. He's going to go to mid as well, just an average, I would say below average Invincible card. Jimmy Butler is going to go to good or great. He's very cheap on the auction house. He's extremely pullable in the GOAT packs. I've pulled this man 3 to 4 times, like, from those Invincible packs, and it's so annoying, but he's actually a really good card. So I am going to put him as a properly rated, you know, Dark Matter right there. Next up, we have Steph Curry. I'm going to put Steph Curry as the mid. Now, he's got amazing animations. Everyone has the Curry slide though, so it's not that great. He can shoot, excellent release, but that height, I would put him here if he was 6'6", but because he's 6'3", he's got to fall down to mid, unfortunately. D-Rob we have next. D-Rob's I'm putting up at amazing. I love this card. He's so good. A big man like this that can Curry slide, I wouldn't quite put him at the best because there is a lot of cards that like this D-Rob, but for big men, he's incredible, so he's got to go to amazing. We got Dennis Rodman right here. Yeah, you got to go trash. Dennis Rodman from the Ascension board, that Invincible card is awful. I hate that card so much. He sucks, he's slow, he can't shoot, very inconsistent. So that's my short little speech about him. He's going to trash. Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, you can go to good / great. Now, personally, I could not hit buckets with this Dirk card, but being a power forward center that can shoot the way that he can, it does put him in the properly rated good great section when I'm ranking him. Doesn't quite make it to amazing. I don't think he's as good as like a D-Rob, but he definitely deserves to be in that level. Then we got Dr. J. That's actually kind of tough. I don't know if he deserves to be amazing or great. Honestly, I'm gonna go amazing because he can play shooting guard and he's like 6'8" or something like that. He's very tall and one of the most consistent shooters I think I have used in 2K. Like, if he's open, no shot meter, he will green it. Next up, we got Dwight Howard. I gotta put Dwight at the good great. And while I'm doing Dwight, I actually want to put Shaq right there next to him because these cards feel very much the same to me because their jump shots are bad. They don't have easy jump shots to green. Even though they are invincible, they do feel very slow for an invincible card, and their jump shot's really hard in my opinion. It's really slow, you know, regardless how good the stat is of actually shooting. The jump shot, I'm not messing with, so I'm going to rank them the same because they still are very overpowered cards. I've used both of them and they're very easy to get buckets with, but I'm going to put them just as a standard, properly rated type card. Next up is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's going straight up the top there. He deserves to be, and he's one of the best cards in the game, 100%. It's Giannis. If you've used a Giannis, no matter what tier he is, he's got just ridiculous animations, and he can play small forward. I know Bobo can as well, but Giannis is kind of like a Bobo in a way, really. Like, he's got that huge length, you know, easy to take it inside, and his jump shot's very easy to green as well. We got Grant Hill right here. Grant Hill, he's going to be mid. He was on Season 9 Triple Threat online boards. He's pretty good for a free card as well. He can play shooting guard, good clamps, good jump shot, just sort of a little bit inconsistent though, so he is going to drop down. Like, in my opinion, I would rank Jimmy Butler definitely over Grant Hill. Next up, we have Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. This is tough, like I said, because I haven't used him, but I have used Hakeem cards before. Now, he may deserve to be amazing. You guys might comment that down below, but I am going to put him as good grade, just because he's a center power forward, invincible. I mean, look at this tier right here. These cards right here, including besides Jimmy, they're all can do the same thing, you know, same thing. Like Chris Bosh, you could argue the same as well. Like, there's a lot of center power forward invincible cards that are kind of the same. Next up, we got James Harden. Now, I always just assumed before I used this card he was going to be good, but when I used him and realized how much of a consistent shooter he is, man, his jump shot is ridiculous. Now, he can play point guard and shooting guard. He's got a good height. He's around that 6'4", 6'6" type height. I'm not 100% sure, but I know he has a good height. So yeah, that James Harden, I think, is rated properly. He's not, you know, better than a Ben Simmons, but he's not as, I wouldn't say bad, but he's got like, he's taller than Steph Curry and got pretty much the same animations when it comes to Curry sliding and a good jump shot. Next up, we have John Havlicek. He's very good. He's tall. Does he deserve to be amazing? I'm going to go no. I'm going to go great, good. I think he's a mid card. I think he's very consistent. The fact that 2K made him a shooting guard / point guard definitely surprised me. I did not see that coming, but it's actually a very cheesy card. And next up, we have Jason Tatum. I'm going to put Tatum, I'm going to give him the default and put Tatum as amazing. Now, this card should be right there, but he's not. You have to collect 4,000 cards for this man. You have to spend about $10,000 for this man. And I got a lot of connections in 2K community, and I've seen people with some ridiculous squads, people that collect every card in the game, spend thousands of dollars on packs, and the people that have this card, you know where he sits in the lineup? In the 13th spot. I've seen that so often because people feel like they have to add him to the squad. People don't even want to run him in a 13-man lineup, and you had to collect 4,000 cards for him. So I've used him and he's ridiculous. He's so good. He definitely deserves to be in the amazing tier, but I can't put him at the best. Next up, we have Joel Embiid. Again, it's another big man that plays like a guard. Does he deserve to be up here? I'm going to go no again. I'm going to put him a good and great. The good / great tier is definitely, I can only assume, before even recording, I knew this is where most cards would end up. But yeah, Joel Embiid, it's just another big man that is really good, but there's just so many like that. So next up, we have J.R. Smith. As for a biased opinion, I'd like to put JR in the amazing tier, but he's not going to. He's going to go to the good great tier as well. I mean, having a 99 3-ball isn't that good, you know, like pretty much everyone in this whole video that you see is going to have a 99 3-ball, so he's going to go to good / great. He's definitely, like, he's a better point guard than Curry in my opinion, Blake Griffin in my opinion, but still a really good card, really fun card to use as well. So he's going to be properly rated. Then we got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the Invincible. Does he deserve to be up here? Is he on the same tier as D-Rob? I'm going to say no again. I'm pretty much just because I think D-Rob is levels above Kareem. Now, the GOAT Kareem, different story obviously, but Invincible Kareem I think is properly rated at the great / good. Anthony Edwards, I've been looking forward to doing this. Get to the trash tier. If you've used that card, man, he sucks. He's so inconsistent. It's annoying because I would love it if 2K made Anthony Edwards actually a good card, because I would mess with that card so much. But trying to get his XP done and things like that, I cannot hit his shot with this man. I don't know what 2K did to him. He cannot hit multiple threes consistently. He has a hit 1, miss 3, hit 1, miss 3. I don't know what 2K did to this card, but they messed up making him the way he is. Next up, we have Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi deserves to be in the amazing tier. Kawhi has got some awesome animations, and 2K made him be able to play shooting guard. And maybe if 2K made Tatum be able to play shooting guard, maybe that's what he needed to get to the best tier, but they only made him small forward, power forward. So that's why Kawhi, I think, is going to be on this same level, is because he can play shooting guard, clamp guard, great animations, good height, so he deserves to be in the amazing tier. Kevin Durant, call me biased, but he deserves to be in the best tier. I mean, he can play shooting guard, which is ridiculous. He has amazing height. He's had some of the best animations since 2K19, 20, and now 21. Kevin Durant cards are ridiculous. A lot of people have this card because he was a level 40 reward for season 10, and he's amazing. Like, if you've used him, I'm sure you can relate how good Kevin Durant is. So he has to go to the best tier. I mean, if you're taking Kawhi over KD, I don't know what's quite wrong with you. Kevin Garnett, does KG deserve? I'm going to put KG at the mid. Honestly, looking at the other big men I've put in great/good, like AD, Bill Russell, Dirk, Dwight, Shaq, Hakeem, all them dudes, I don't think KG's card quite is up there. He might be extremely close, but as of right now, I see him on a par with Chris Bosh. Honestly, that's my opinion. A lot of people might disagree on that, but that's where I'm going to rate him. Next up, we have Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's going to go straight to the mid. I mean, he's just a standard shooting guard that can shoot. Honestly, like, I cannot separate him from anyone as of right now. The Splash Brothers are going to stay together on the mid tier right there, but that's Klay Thompson. Kobe Bryant Invincible. I love this card. Honestly, I kind of want to be biased and put him in the amazing tier, but should he be? You know, should he be? Or I think I'm gonna have to put him down here. I think that's more just realistically just a properly rated card. Now that we have so many Invincible cards, I think he deserves to be in the great/good. Personally, I love that card so freaking much, but when you compare him to a J.R. Smith, who can also play point guard, I think they're very much the same in a way. So I'm going to put them both there. Kristaps Porzingis, best. You might disagree with that, but this man right here is literally Bol. He's literally Bol. Now, I know the best tier is meant to be cards that you can't really replace, but you got two. I know Kristaps Porzingis is the unicorn, but when it comes to Bol as well, they're both unicorns. Kristaps Porzingis is literally Bol, maybe even with a better jump shot, a lot more greener jump shot. So Kristaps deserves to be in that best tier as well. Next up, we have Lamelo Ball. I'm going to put Lamelo. I mean, he does have some good height for a point guard. Is he at Ben Simmons level? That's what I'm sort of thinking. I don't think he's quite there yet. I don't think he is quite there. I think he's a little bit inconsistent. I love his jump shot and animations, but is he? Could you say he's better than Kobe? Could you say he's better than Bill Russell? I don't know, that's kind of tough. So I think he's properly rated. I kind of expected Lamelo to be as good as he is, honestly, before we even got that card. Next up, we have LeBron James Invincible. He's going to be the first player to have two cards in the best tier, because Invincible LeBron James is ridiculous. He can't play point guard, but the fact that he can play small forward, power forward, and still have that amazing release and animations that he has, he definitely deserves to be this best tier as well. This card is so sick. It's one card that I really want. I love the card art as well. That's got nothing to do with it, but just letting you know, I do like that card art. Next up, we have Damien Lillard. I'm going to put Lillard at the mid. You cannot tell me that Steph Curry is better than Lillard and Lillard is better than Steph Curry. So he does not deserve to be at the trash, regardless of his height. He is better than Chris Paul, Isaiah Thomas, than them really little guys. Lillard's got a little bit of extra height. He's got an absolutely money release, and even though he's as cheap as he is, he's a ridiculous card. We got Luka Magic right here. Luka is the most consistent card I think I've used from 3. I don't know if I think we will have to put him at the good/great. He was ahead of his time. I want to put him at amazing, but I don't think he's quite there, so he's going to go good/great. Magic Johnson Invincible, he can go there as well. I know he has that height, but because this GOAT Magic is already at amazing. We're going to put that Magic right there. Moses Malone, you're going to go mid. He was good when he first came out for about 10-20 minutes, but then people realize he's not that amazing. So I'm going to put him as mid, a little bit below average. You can't say that, you know, these big men that I've got in the good/great tier are just as good as this Moses Malone. Moses Malone is a level or two below that. Manu Ginobili, definitely got to go to good/great. I love that card. He's so cheap. Manu cards 2K did something different too this year because they're dummy cracked, so he's definitely going there. MJ can go there as well. He can play point guard, which is cool. Very good card, very great animations, but he is going there. Nikola Jokic, I think he's going to go amazing. Now, I have used this card. He's very good. He can play point guard. Very hard card to get, very expensive card to get, even now still being endgame, but he's going to go amazing because he feels kind of slow. I don't think he quite deserves to be at this type of level, but he's definitely one level below that. The Big O, honestly, you're pushing trash. I'm going to put you at mid because you got some height on you. I'm going to put him at mid. The only Invincible that, I don't know if you ever noticed, is not in black and white. How random is that? But he's going to go right there. Penny Hardaway deserves to be amazing. He is a level above some of these point guards right here. He has an amazing jump shot. He's tall. He's like 6'8" or something like that. So I'm definitely putting Penny right there. That's properly rated in my opinion to be in that amazing tier. Paul George, I'm going to put Paul George right there as well. Another really tall point guard. Again, there's a lot of really tall point guards. I mean, in this tier right here, we got PG, Penny, Nikola Jokic, Ben Simmons, Magic Johnson. Tall point guards are the height. Honestly, I'm surprised we don't have a Giannis that can play point guard, but yeah, PG, that card is ridiculous. I don't think he quite deserves to be in the best because if I put PG there, I got to put Ben Simmons there. I got to put, you know, a couple other dudes there as well. But next up we have Ray Allen, who's going to go to mid. You know, he's Klay Thompson. He's a shooting guard that can shoot. You know, obviously he's invincible, so he can do a bunch of other things as well, but his main objective is to shoot. Derrick Rose, I'm going to put D Rose at the mid as well. He's very cheap, but when you look at the stats and actually use him, Derrick Rose, good height, point guard. I actually do really enjoy this card to use as well, regardless of how cheap he is. I don't think he's, you know, as good as a Luka, you know, or a Kobe or a JR. Next up, we have Russell Westbrook, and I would like to put Westbrook at the good or great, but Westbrook being my second favorite player of all time, I would like to put him right there, but I understand, I think he is a mid card because of his height. Now, I have Luka, I'll have Westbrook soon, and I'll start Westbrook over Luka, knowing that Luka is the better card, but that's just because I like Westbrook. But when it comes to being realistic, I understand Westbrook is probably at that mid because of his height has a lot to do with it. Now Westbrook, I'm pretty sure 2K cracked and gave him like 70 Hall of Fame badges, so that could be close to leveling up to good/great, but I'm going to keep him at the mid for now. Scotty Pippen is mid as well. I'm not a fan of this card at all. Honestly, he's be pushing trash, but because he can play shooting guard and he's as tall as he is, I mean, like, you could lock up someone that has like a Kevin Durant playing the shooting guard, you know, or at least attempt to slow him down. So I think I'm going to put him at mid, still below good/great, but yeah, he's going to be a mid card. We got Taco Fall. Honestly, I've got to put Taco at the best. I've come across a few Tacos lately, and this card is so good. I do find him a little bit slow, just a not slow, just a little bit slower than I would probably expect him to be. But he has amazing animations. He's actually a pretty consistent 3-point shooter. So, and being that 7 foot whatever, 7 foot huge, he's got to be right there. And since we're rating him, let me go ahead and whack Yao Ming there as well, because I mean, it's Yao Ming. I don't really need to explain that. It's Yao Ming. These cards are very much the same. Yao Ming, I do think, has a better jump shot, and it can be a little bit quicker, but yeah, I do have to put them both at the best tier. They're both very broken for their height. It's just ridiculous. Next up, we have Tracy McGrady. Now, T-Mac, if this card could play point guard, I would probably put him at amazing. But because he cannot play point guard, because 2K dropped that out of position T-Mac that can play point guard, some people would rather their out of positions T-Mac than the Invincible one because of that position change. So I'm going to put T-Mac that can play shooting guard and small forward at the great/good, because I see him, I think a Kobe, I think a JR, very much the same Tony, I like this Tony card. He deserves to be in good / great as well. I wouldn't run him at power forward. I think he's a really good small forward though. I use him personally, so he's gonna go there. We got Vince Carter. He can play point guard. Honestly, he might even go to amazing. I think I'm gonna put Vince at amazing. Honestly, he can play point guard. I've used him a lot. He is so consistent. He deserves to be amazing. D-Wade's definitely a mid card in my opinion. Not as consistent as he should be. I do like his animation, but with that height, he deserves to be a mid. Wilt Chamberlain, this is actually one card that I realized I haven't used, so I'm gonna put him a good / great, because you know you got Kareem, Joel, other big men's. Tell me though, should he be in amazing? I don't think he deserves to be in that same tier as Yao Ming, but we're gonna list him a great / good. And Zion Williamson is gonna be mid, because he's a small forward / power forward that is 6'6", so we're gonna put him at the mid right there. But I do like Zion's jump shot. And that is it, guys. We have rated all GOAT / Invincible players. I think this is properly rated. I'm happy with this, but make sure you do comment down below your opinions on it. So the best cards are GOAT Kareem, GOAT LeBron, Kobe, MJ, and Invincible Bol, Giannis, KD, KP, LeBron, Taco, and Yao. I think that's correct, honestly. And these cards that are right behind being in them best, but haven't quite made it because of, I don't know, like there's just a lot. Like look at all these point guards right here. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these cards are point guards. Like there's just so many 12-point guards, but they're still amazing cards and deserve that recognition. But I hope you guys did enjoy this ranking video. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I can definitely make more, so comment that down below. But make sure you do subscribe to the channel right now. Leave a like on the video as well. I'll catch you all in the next upload. It's been witnessed.
Hey, shit's play, man, I had to switch it up. Yeah, might lose a few, ask me if I give a fuck. Hey, shit's play, man, I had to switch it up. Yeah, might lose a few, ask me if I give a fuck.